And now with this example, I'll show you a mixed approach to cleaning up your animation, applying a combination of layer parenting toggle and IK cleanup. So what we have here is just a bunch of poses really. It's not an actual animation, but should be good to demonstrate the problems that you will face in real life situations. I've spaced the keys evenly because I'm not at this stage concerned with timing. I'm only going to be concerned with the problems of cleaning up our arcs. So I'll just give classic tweens to these keyframes, and now we see that some of the tweens break up. Now let's enable a layer parenting shell over this animation so that everything is parented now, and let's look into it. You can see that the feet started to dig in the ground the moment I enabled layer parenting. This is obviously because layer parenting is forward kinematics only, so it can't deal with pinned elements. So to start with, I will unparent the legs. I'll just make a chain selection using Smart Transform and press the layer parenting toggle button. Now everything else but the feet and legs is parented and moves along arcs. And now this was the most critical section here where they were digging the most. So I'll start by IK cleaning up these. I'll select the effector and go IK clean up, and select the other effector and go IK clean up. Now you can see feet stay pinned in place and the IK chains of the legs got solved, so the squat looks exactly like we want it to look. From this point onward, I would say that the foot that stays on ground needs to be IK cleaned up. This one will need more IK cleanup, while the other one that gets lifted off the ground will look better if we cleaned it up using layer parenting. So let's just check. It's this one. What I'll need to do though for it will be I will create an extra keyframe here, and I will only parent from this point onward this section of the timeline. So these will stay unparented and I can IK clean up them, and these here I will layer parent them using the Alt plus semicolon shortcut. Now you can see we got these extra indicators which are not switched on by default. I will go back to that in a minute. So the only thing that I'll need to do is just make sure that it's snapped in this first extra frame, and then it's all now parented and moves along arcs. And this part here, there is no cleanup with these. I can, if I need to, but I see no problem with them because the overlap is very minimal. You can just lock everything, the overlap, and hide the effectors so that we can see how clean it is. Now, foot on the ground and its leg are IK cleaned up, and the leg that's lifted is parented, so moves along an arc Now just one final note about these frame labels here. You might be aware that they, just because of a bug in Animate, having many frame labels might slow down timeline playback. It's the playback when you hit enter. So with this version, by default, we have chosen to not show labels when you clean up, and it's this function here in EDAP control panel. Now the default setting is disabled. I had enabled them, but I will disable them now and go apply and show you that now if I go IK cleanup for this chain here, you see all these keyframes were created without the frame labels. So this is it. You can switch labels on and off from EDAP control panel, miscellaneous, and then disabled or enabled. Enabled will just give you some warning, and you go apply. You will get these green frame labels that indicate that these are automatically generated keyframes. I hope that this has been useful and will give you some good idea how to approach cleaning up your smart magnet rig animations. Thanks for watching.